So I was reporting AM Online today, which I suppose it could be good news, it could be bad. Nearly two-thirds of UK motorists have no plans to buy an EV. Nearly two-thirds, 63% of UK motorists, have no plans to buy an electric vehicle, according to a new survey by insurers AXA UK. Well, I'll tell you what, I bet they're flipping relieved. The survey of 1,501 UK motorists highlights the scale of the challenge facing dealerships as they look to assist more drivers to make the switch to EVs where suitable. By assist, they mean, get in it. You're having this one, that's assisting. When it comes to selling EVs, nearly two-thirds of UK motorists have no plans to buy an EV. Now, you see, if I was writing that headline, it would probably be over a third of UK motorists are gullible and believe that an EV is cheaper to run, and that's why they buy it. They'll soon find out. Of those with no plans to purchase an EV, more than a third, 37%, say concern over battery lifespan is one of the main reasons. It's a very good reason. In addition, only 8% of those questioned said they had plans to buy a second-hand EV, so 92% of people wouldn't have a used EV. The new research also shows that motorists don't plan to buy EVs because they believe they are too expensive, 61%, and because there is a lack of charging points in their local area, 36%. EV battery health certificates. Alongside the research, AXA UK has published a report, Sparking Change, the case for delivering EV battery health certificates, which highlights the benefits of standardised battery health information for all makes and models of used EVs to give consumers more confidence in the longevity of the vehicles they are buying. AXA UK believe battery health certificates could play a significant role in stimulating the UK's used EV market by providing a measure for vehicle values that doesn't currently exist. AXA said certificates could have a positive impact on insurance premiums by making it easier for insurers to accurately assess the value of second-hand EVs in a similar way that mileage is used for vehicles with an engine. So don't EVs do mileage? From April 1st, new EVs priced over £40,000 will be subject to an annual expensive car tax for 5 years at a cost of £425, in addition to road tax of £195 per year being introduced for all EVs. Most EVs fall, well, not according to Auto Trader. Don't forget there's 29 EVs under £30,000. Most EVs fall above the £40,000 price mark, so used EVs present an attractive alternative for customers looking to make the switch to electric. Because used EVs drop like a stone. They cost more than new, and they're worth less second hand. And according to Auto Trader and the SMMT's latest fast sheet, you can save £790 a year. Dealers are losing thousands and thousands of pounds every month on used stock, but a private can save £790 a year. Lack of awareness for used EVs, that's old chestnut. If you don't want an EV, it must be because you need educating. The research also reveals that there is a clear lack of public awareness around the used EV market, with nearly two-thirds, 64% of those questions saying there isn't enough public information on how to buy a used EV. All right, would that be the same two-thirds of motorists that have no plans to buy it? I see what you're doing. You see, these two-thirds here, they need educating. They're not aware. Because we go down here. Where are we? Lack of awareness. With nearly two-thirds, 64% of those questions saying there isn't enough public information on how to buy a used EV. Well, if you've ever inquired about a car, or you've ever looked at a car and you're signed in to Auto Trader, you know exactly how to buy a used EV because you get an email. This is, honestly, in the UK, new EVs and their batteries must have manufacturer's warranties of 8 years or 100,000 miles, but these are often not passed on to subsequent owners of the vehicle. There is currently no standardised method in place for the owners of second-hand EVs to track the vehicle's battery health or performance. Marco Di Stefano, Managing Director at AXA Retail, said battery health certificates have the potential to boost consumer confidence and drive demand to create a thriving second-hand EV market. Marco, do you know what they have got the potential to do? They have the potential to kill the used car market. They have the potential. There will be a cut-off point, and it won't be 20% that dealers stop buying them. It'll be like 80% because they'll be thinking 80%. No, don't want it. Don't want it. So it'll kill used EV sales. These ones that they've got at the moment, that they don't even do a test on, they're not worth the paper they're written on. Maximum cell voltage deviation, 2.96 millivolts. Peak current during check, 0.57 amps. State of health. Hang on a second. State of health read from car manufacturer, asterisk, 102.41%. %102.41%. I don't get that. Then, asterisk, the state of health shown here was not calculated by Avilu, but corresponds to the state of health readout from the battery management system and calculated by the manufacturer. Avilu, therefore, does not guarantee the correctness of this state of health. Well, think back to Dieselgate. If I'm honest, I'm a little bit sceptical about a battery that's got 102.41% state of health. Absolutely not worth the paper. You think that the manufacturers can't do something like Dieselgate? Yeah? Is that what you think? You think they won't be able to do something that limits bad news? Because if you do, then you're very gullible. It's clear that motorists have concerns around both the lifespan and cost of EVs, and without addressing these issues, there is a risk that EV uptake will remain low. What do you mean remain low, Marco? Where have you been? They're flying off the shelves. I mean, you should know. You insure them. You must know how many EVs you've got on your books, and that they'll be going up every year because. Oh, I see. Yeah, he does know, doesn't he? You see, he does know. The insurance companies know how many. They'll know exactly. They did so many petrol cars last year and EVs, and they're doing a lot more EVs this year. But no, he knows. We urge the government to urgently publish guidelines to support standardised by government. Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. Not only will this stimulate the used EV market, but it also has the potential to positively impact insurance premiums by providing a barometer for assessing the value of EVs in a similar way that mileage is used for vehicles with an engine. Marco, it's used for EVs as well. And do you know something else, Marco? Do you know what's stopping EV selling? My Citroen Ami, I've done less than, I think I've done 3,500 miles in 2 years in it. And the renewal this year, isn't it funny that somebody who works for an insurance company knows how to sell EVs better than people who sell EVs? I might ring him up later and tell him about insurance. You know, like me being a 66-year-old guy, who drives a vehicle that will only do 28 miles an hour. I've done 3,500 miles in 2 years, and they want 10% of the price of the vehicle to insure it. Be off with you, Marco. You've no idea what you're talking about. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.